Well, back in the day, so people used to give me a little nickname called Dr. Doom. Back in the day, Dr. Doom. And just to show you, 2011, 2011, 2010, 2010, Nigel Farage. Realist news, the EU is finished, done. And look at that, isn't it amazing? Brexit, all that good stuff. And guess who that guy is? Nigel Farage, who's now leading his opponents. Anyways, Dr. Doom helps a brother out. A shocking surprise to Dr. Doom or whatever. So I was just like, back in the day, I was starting my YouTube channel in the Doom sense. Got to prep, got to get some food storage, got to get some guns and ammo and protect my family, some solar panels, blah, 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 blah. Having said that, Godlike Productions clip here. Catastrophic growing season worldwide, solar minimum. Farmers across the nation and indeed the world are calling out in unison about a catastrophic growing season. Many are cold and wet, others are suffering from violent hailstorms. All are more volatile as the growing zones shift. Ensure your family's food security going forward. Start growing your own food today. So this guy's kind of showing some stuff. If you type in into Twitter, hashtag #NoPlant19, you'll actually see there are people updating, fairly frequently about issues wherever they're at or something they just heard in their part of the world or the part of the country. Goes on to play a couple little news clips of people talking about it, some scenes. And his video is called Catastrophic Growing Seasons Worldwide, the Grand Solar Minimum Train Wreck. I'll link this guy's video to you as well. But as you can see, he's paying attention to what's going on. Somebody get the USDA a new calculator. By their own estimates, there are over 2 million acres of corn not planted. Blah, 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 whatever. So I'm just out here as a friendly reminder that I always prepped to where, I was living in the city at the time. So my mindset was prepper. How does a guy prep in the city? What things do I need? So I've got some food storage that I started in 2008, bought a little bit more in 2009 and 10. And I think that was the last time we did it. I'm talking dehydrated stuff that will last at least 10 years. And now that I sit here and think about it, it's been about 10 years now since I've had that stuff. It might be time to, start using some, get some new sets of food or items or whatever. Some, again, they say between 10, 20 years, 15, 20 years, whatever. The last thing I want to do, though, is find when I need that food. Hey, it's supposed to last 15 years. It's only 11. And I open it up and I put water in it and rehydrate it. And it is horrible. Hey, that tastes like absolutely disgusting, stale, can't even eat it. That's the last thing Snip wants. Now, a good alternative to storing food like that you don't really use till you need it, got the big giant number 10 cans, is simply getting stocked up on some food. Like, what, Joe? How about soup cans? Especially if they're having a sale somewhere. Buy one, get one, or 50% off, or whatever. Soup can last a number of years in those cans. Even though they have expiration dates, typically they have to put something on there, and they're usually, better used by this date, but usually you can go quite a bit further than that. So, again, a person on a quick budget or whatever, soup cans. You don't have to buy these giant number 10 cans full of beans, another number 10 cans full of rice and all this, and you don't have to buy the MREs. Now, if you got a lot of money to spend, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I've bought a few MREs to test out from time to time. And they got the little spaghetti one, and you're right, they got other ones. And I was surprised at how good it was. With everything in the pack that you need, the little water thing, put the heater thing in there, put the water in there, mix it up, bloop, bloop, set it up, done. Starts heating up, cooking your food. You just add a tiny bit of water, done. And I'm trying to remember, did it come with a water pack? It maybe even come with a little water pack to put in there, I think. Its own water pack as well. And, but they're not exactly, it's not a can of soup cheap. I can get a can of soup for $1 or less, yeah. You're going to spend like $6 per MRE meal. I think I averaged it one time, somewhere around there. And oh, I got a family of 5. 6 times 5 is 30 per meal. I'm spending $30 per meal. Well, we got to eat at least twice a day. Well, that's 60. Right? Could you imagine going through that much food? Again, I think it's about $6 a piece on the MRE stuff. MRE price. I just want to double check. Amazon has some. Meals ready to eat. Genuine U.S. military surplus 4-pack. So there's a 4-pack for $29. 6 times 4 is 24. Like I said, $6. This is $29. It's on Amazon Prime. So $6. They also have the 6-pack, which is usually what I want to say that's what used to come in the boxes, was a 6-pack. The big boxes. A 1-pack is $12 on Amazon. However, a 6-pack is $38. And 6 times 6, as you know, is 36. So we're getting closer to that $6 mark. Again, though, you got that kind of money? I mean, how much is a 12-pack of soup on Amazon? Progresso chicken tortilla. 8.5 ounce can. And then they have 2 select in rice. Oh, that's a one in rice. There's one in chicken noodle, 19 ounce, half an ounce. But that's a 6-pack, whatever. I'm sticking with the 12-pack for now. 18.5 ounces per can. That's a pretty healthy can of soup, by the way. 18.5 ounces. That's a pretty good size soup. So out of 12 of those, $38. So you could buy 6 MRE meals for $38, or 12 of these cans of soup. And one of these cans of soup, in other words, if you had 2 of these cans, again, you can mix and match them with different ones. But let's just say you had 2 a day, right? There's 12 of them. The other example I gave you was 6. Family of 5. Let's just say that family of 6. $36 a day you're spending. 38 in this case. For 6 of those. That's 1 meal for everybody per day. With the soup, you can have 2 of them per day. So you can have at least lunch and dinner or whatever for basically the same price. I mean, it says $42. It's close enough. 38, a few more dollars. But again, it's an 18.5 ounce can. It's not a small can. So that's why, again, a little budget kind of a thing. Hey, at the same time, Joe, I'm going with ramen noodles. You can, but I don't know if I want to load my body and my family's body with MSG at high levels, eating a whole bunch of that soup, because that stuff is packed with MSG. What else we got? Lipton soup. We got some chunky, Campbell's chunky. Whoa, here's a deal. Hey, Campbell's chunky wicked Thai style chicken with rice and vegetable soup. 18.6 ounce can, basically the same price. Pack of 12. How much? You ready? One-time purchase or subscribe and save? We'll do a one-time purchase. $20. $20.10. How's that for living cheap? Stocking up on something. It can be done. 15 grams of protein per can. No artificial colors. Perfect to grab when you're hungry and your schedule is hectic. I can think of a couple of hectic scenarios, if you know what I'm saying. So, anyways, back to the stuff I'm talking about. Man, weather patterns are getting really, really interesting. They already were, and now they're getting a lot more. And let's share this here. Look at the screen. This is hashtag no plant 19. So you put up here at the search area that and hit enter or whatever. You'll see it come up. Click it. Then you're brought to this page that has everything with that tag in it. USA, prayers are with you and your family. There goes the last of my corn seed and chemical getting returned. Can't use it. I've been watching this crisis for the last few months. Being a city/farm girl, I grew concerned when the rains and storms came nonstop in the spring. Praying farmers around the globe, this isn't just impacting the U.S. Here comes a tweet storm of related content. Accurate picture of how the spring of 2019 has been so far. Yes, that is a turtle swimming in corn. What the? Wait a minute. Okay. Anyways. Back to where we were. We tried to push through, but Mother pushed harder back. Mother Nature pushed harder back. Bad news for anyone who likes to eat. American farmers are starting to feel the effects of hashtag global warming. Again, whatever. Point being, problem with farming. Leading to lower yields for staple crops like corn and soybeans due to unpredictable weather. Don't forget the watermark. Oh, okay. Grow your own food. This year will be given a pass if you fail at it. Next year you might depend on the skills. Zero Hedge. Good article there that they post. And let's go right into Zero Hedge article, shall we? Michael Snyder. You know I always read his stuff a lot of times. Here's his cornfield 1 year ago. Here it is today. Ouch, baby. Very ouch. What is this nonsense? Get this out of my face. According to Tory, the corn was almost above cow's head at this time last year, but today it's barely out of the ground. Guys and girls, while I don't come out here and talk doom and gloom very often at all, like this stuff, every now and then something's worthwhile, I come out and talk about it. This is a trend right now on Twitter. This is a trend on Twitter. This isn't doom and gloom. I read one Zero Head article, or I heard it from a friend who heard it from another. The corn's been messing around. No. Or the corn's not growing out of the ground. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another. The corn's not growing out of the ground. And I meant every word I said when I came out here to tell you this today. Just going to say, cryptos, some of y'all are in some good profit right now. Profit might be getting better here shortly, right? Even better. In other words, if you don't really have much money to get a little bit prepared. But $20 for several packages of soup, 12 pack, $20 Campbell's. The other one was 38 or 42, 3, whatever it was. Same size cans, chicken tortilla though. And I'll tell you, when I go to Outback Steakhouse, I like their chicken tortilla soup. It is freaking great. I don't know that the soup over here is going to taste exactly like that, but again, it has everything you need in it. It's got vegetables, got some chicken, and some other goodies, right? Is it organic, Joe? I'll wait for you to starve, and then ask you to ask me that again. Hey, did you get that soup? It wasn't organic, you know. So you're starving to death. Yeah. If I can't have organic, I'm not going to eat anything, you know. No, you get your ass over there and you get you some soup, whatever the hell it is. Even if the soup I just showed you happens to have some MSG in it, which I sure as hell hope not. Progresso, or whatever it was called, I remember buying some of those in the past, and typically the ingredients I saw in those cans were pretty darn, pretty decent. Campbell's, I don't know 100% sure. I do have the page up still. Can we get a... Oh, and they have a frequently bought together. There's 3 of them. Hearty beef, barley, and what's this other one? Cream and bacon bits. Skip that one. Where's the actual label though? Where can I see what is actually in there? Actual ingredients. There we go. I'm not gonna yell them out to you. I'm just gonna look at them to see if I see anything that stands out as. Well, I do see vinegar and spices. I do see spices. That's typically not MSG per se, though. But again, when Brothers is hungry, Brothers got to eat, my friends. Oh, there it is. There it is. Wow, wow, wow. Monosodium glutamate. MSG. It is in the Campbell's soup. Campbell's is good food. Listen, Campbell's. Might need you to renege on that saying you guys did and change it ASAP. Now, the other one, the Progresso, again, this one's $39. Well, it says $39, but then it says $42. 3 new from $42, whatever. Let's go down. ingredients. You gotta scan it as well. Same thing. Okay. Not seeing it. Sodium phosphate, parsley, chipotle pepper, natural flavor, calcium chloride, citric acid, egg yolk. Hey, I don't see any MSG in that. Of course, it's twice as much as Campbell's. What else we got? Anything? There's a Progresso. Classic Tucson, or is that Tuscan, style white bean soup. It only got 3.5 stars on that, though. It's $22. Maybe it's $22 for a reason. Although they do have a Progresso rich and hearty soup. Chicken. You gotta say it right properly. 19 ounce. But that's a pack of 6 for $26. So you're talking 50. Yeah, that happened. But I'm done giving you this for now. You can find stuff online. You could even go to Walmart locally and find some deals, whatever, and just get it there. Because if you're buying it on Amazon and shipping to you, there's going to be fees built in. If you could just get your butt down to Walmart or whatever your grocery store is and get it, go for it. And again, is it going to hurt us in an emergency situation to have Campbell's soup that happens to have some MSG in it? You know, I don't think so. But, you know, what does old Snip know? All I know is I prepared years ago, and to see these articles and headlines right now makes me feel good that I did do that. Even though I haven't been preaching it lately in like a number of years. The thing is, again, cryptos are up. If you need to scrape a little, even right now, if you said, Joe, I don't know if I want to wait a little bit, but how much do you really need to scrape to buy some freaking food for, 2 or 3 months worth of food for your family? And I'm not talking 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day. You're going on a little bit of a diet, son. Matter of fact, between you and me, you probably could use it. And I'm not going to say that I couldn't. Snip might be able to, lose a couple pounds. I'm barely over what my ideal weight is anyways, but whatever. Everybody can lose a few, use losing a few pounds. Some of us, a lot more than a few pounds. And that might do it to eat a bunch of soup for, 2 or 3 months in a row. 2 cans a day, that's it. I'm rationed. Oh, boy. But, that's kind of why it's nice living next to resources, too. There's a lake nearby. There's a river nearby. There's whatever nearby. I could help, fish to supplement some of this. I've got a water source, of course, things like that. But also remember, everybody and their mother in your area is going to be thinking the same thing. So you might be casting a line out there and nothing's biting anymore in a hurry because everybody showed up. Now, again, you live out in the middle of nowhere in the country. You got your bug out spot that's got a stream or lake or river, what have you, nearby. Hopefully, if it's a stream, there's things you can eat out of it, not just the water part of it, but, you get the point. The other thing is, okay, well, you could start a hydroponic garden. I've done this before. Stacker hydroponic garden. So if you look at just an example right here, stacker 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and each of these grows 4 plants, just like you see here. So you're talking 4 plants down here, 4 here, that's 8, 12, 16, 20 in one stacker pot. I used to have some that were styrofoam back in the old house days, and I mean, you're not growing huge plants out there, but let me tell you, lettuce and peppers and cucumbers and things, had vines growing out, it was out of control. My main problem here in Florida is you can only grow at the end of winter and like into spring, and that's it. Summer starts coming around. I tried putting up the shade cloth and all that crap. When it's 90-something degrees outside, you can do whatever the hell you want. You are not growing the vegetables and things you need to be growing. It ain't gonna happen because they'll wilt. I've been there. But when the temperature's right, it works fantastic. Now the good thing about something like that little stacker pot, and you got to look at the size too, because this one says it's it's a 24-quart tower, 13 by 13 by 26 inches. It's probably not a big one, but they make some that are quite large, and then you can feed it with little pond pumps, feed it your nutritious, black, not black, tea. What they call that? Compost tea. Or yes, you could just buy fertilizer and that's already made for it and just do it that way. If you don't want to do it perfectly organically. And you could do it in your house. Well, if your house at least has electricity and it's got a good temperature, you could easily put it in an area that gets sunlight and grow right in your freaking house. And if it's something that needs to be pollinated, you can use little Q-tips and take the flowers and just twist it inside the flower and move it to the next one and that kind of thing, and you'll pollinate the flowers, the male and the female flowers. And then they'll grow right there by yourself, so you can do it yourself. You don't have to have bees coming into your house is what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't take much to get started with this stuff. And you could, like me and my wife were picking off lettuce one time, and I swear, like we had a huge bowl, massive bowl full of lettuce, iceberg and romaine. And I swear, I got done looking at it, I'm like, wow, that was only like 2 of the plants out of like 4 or 5 at the top. I had a bunch of rows of these things, thinking, I was going to massively produce, and I realized I only needed to use 2 or 3 rows, and it was too much. 2 or 3 rows times, a few of them, and I didn't plant something in every single thing. But it really works, and it's very efficient. And if you capture the water that you're feeding it with the nutrients, and then recirculate that back in to your barrel or whatever that you're getting the water from, like, you will honestly hardly go through any water. It's ridiculous. And, helps your stuff last longer. In my case, I didn't do that. I just let it run right to the ground, and that was it. Just get some more water and nutrients and put it in there, the fertilizers, and done. But, again, I was newbie. I was doing it the one time. So these things work, and it might be worth having. Not just for little herbs, but, like, grow some stuff. These little ones I just showed you are probably, like, more for herbs. The one I had, again, was a bit bigger and could grow stuff. But again, when you're doing hydroponic and you got the right medium, like coconut husk was one of the mediums you use as soil with some vermiculite mixed in there for help it breathe or whatever. And man, I'm going to tell you, it worked freaking great. I mean, really good. So anyways, just bringing it to your attention. You might want to pay attention to how things are going here, because you guys have the opportunity to really hear something way before everybody else, if you know what I'm saying, and actually understand what that means. And oh my gosh, I think now's the time I need to get to the store and get some stuff. Because if you wait for some certain event to happen and then you get that idea in your head, trust me, everybody and their mother got the same idea as you. Maybe not everybody, but more than enough people to go down wherever you were heading, and all of a sudden you find out, oh my God, the place is cleaned out. And I'm working today, I can't leave work, and it just had something happened on, scared me, saw it on the news, I want to go to the store, but I can't because I'm working. Well, those who can go to the store just cleaned it out. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention here. Maybe other parts of the world are going to help. We're going to import some stuff for now, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some prepper items, food, and most importantly, because if you got extra food, imagine having excess when shit goes down. You'll be the godfather. What do you got? I got a can of 18.5-ounce MSG Laden Campbell soup. I've got a Tesla I paid $60,000 for. I'm starving to death. Can I have a case? Godfather. For the Tesla? You're making me an offer I can't refuse. Yeah. Jimmy, give him the case. Number 3, yeah. Kiss my hand. Kiss it. No, you don't want to be doing that. I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, if you need something from someone else that they got, you don't have, whatever, you know what I mean? Because you could have a food problem while the electricity stays on the whole time. You could have a food problem while the electricity is on. Imagine that. I could grow inside my house. No one will ever know I got anything. Anyways, take care.